What's up, you guys? I've not done this live thing in a day or two. Thought I'd try it again today. Well, my topic is if you let MS intimidate you, it's always going to win. You're never going to win because you're intimidated. You're intimidated by what could happen. So you're fearing something that's future tense. It hasn't happened yet. It probably never happened, but you're scared of it. Why? Like, I'm not going to be scared of a shark attack. Why? It doesn't, because I'm not getting in the ocean. So it's kind of like MS. If I have all the information about MS, now I can prepare myself to do battle with MS, and that gives me the advantage. See, I'm not going to let MS intimidate me. See, people get all worried. I mean, at first, when you first hear about it, the first years or two, I understand it's horrible. You don't know what to do. All the information is jumbled. You hear this, you hear that. I understand. I totally 100%. So I'm trying my best to get information out to you guys that is about just a common theme. And the common theme that I try to come at you guys with is it's your choice. That's the theme that all my videos, my books, my blogs, everything I write it's all about you, what you choose to do. Because who am I to judge you on what you've chosen to do? Now, I take this theory like, if you have that, when you go into your doctor's office and you see your new neuro, like I'm gonna see a new neuro in I don't know if it's gonna be next. No, Jackie's seeing next week. It's the week after. We have the same neuro. She was worried about it. I understand that. I understand. It is. It's a big thing to see new neuros because they don't know you, know nothing about you. They have their own preconceived notions, whatever. But if you're not intimidated by MS, how can that doctor intimidate you? Remember, he gives advice, so you can either take it or you can't. It's your choice. He works for you. You pay the bill to see him. He's not paying the bill to see you. So why are you worried about it? As some things that I just cannot get by. I'm trying to throw information out there to you guys so you guys have ammunition to fire a bigger gun at MS. This is not for me. I mean, seriously, I'm not worried about MS. It doesn't scare me. It used to, but it's brought me to hospice. It brought me to where I could not walk. It brought me to almost the end of my life. But here I am today. So there's really nothing MS really can do to me now that I'm scared of. I'm not afraid of nothing because I know where I'm going to be when I die, so I just don't worry about that. But anyway, that's me. So you can't let MS intimidate you, because if it intimidates you, everything that it does from then on is going to be scary to you. That means you're going to lose because you're going into the battle already in a weakened state. I'm trying to give you guys armor, shields, swords, guns, whatever you need to fight MS back. So, whether you take it or not, it's still your choice. If you take the information or if you take the advice, it's up to you. It's not my choice what you do with it. It's your choice what you do with it. And that's the empowerment I think that everyone needs when it comes to MS. They need the empowerment to know that they control what they can do. You can't control how MS attacks you. That's fine. But you control how you deal with it. What's your next move? See, MS would like me, in my mind, MS would like me, and it's literally in my mind, would like me to sit at home. Just eat Ben and Jerry's until I pass away. How about I get up, get my car, drive to the gym, and work out? And talk and get amongst people. Now, then you're scared of, you fear, how are those people looking at you? Who cares how they look at you? I know it's easy for somebody to say, and it's harder. I know, because I used to worry about how people saw me, and I still, in a way, and I think, oh great, I look like a drunk, or an addict, or I'm doing heroin. Well, first I'm too thick to be a guy who looks like he does crack or heroin, but I'm saying I know the problems. Well, what about incontinence? I understand that too. But if you know those things are going to happen, you can plan accordingly. Okay? You can get medication if that's your thing. I hope not. You can talk to a doctor, talk to a urologist, whatever. You can do these things. So, I'm trying to make people understand there's another way. Now, look, my theories, my facts, and the way I do things are not going to be mainstream, of course, because I'm not very pro medicine. I'm not very pro doctor. I mean, I believe in them. I think they're 100% useful, but I'm not pro. I believe still the choice is yours. If you fall in sheep and put the blinders on, you're going to be on 4 different pills that you probably didn't need. And you need pills to counteract what those pills are doing. So not only are you dealing with a mess, you're dealing with everything else. And this is what the doctor, so-called professional, is telling you to do. That, to me, is just ludicrous. It's crazy. So, I don't go with that. If they say, okay, well, I have 15 pills you'd be on, I'm like, well, I've been doing great, and I walked out of hospice, and I did all this crazy stuff that you thought would never get done. I've done it, and I'm at the gym working out. Now what you gonna say? In my mind, that's what I'm saying to him. I'm not gonna disrespect that doctor. He worked very hard for his diploma, or his piece of paper. That's fine. I'm not going to put down the amounts of money he spent to be that. I understand. I could have done the same thing. And for anybody that think they can't, see, you've already defeated yourself. You're already going into a battle thinking you cannot. That's what I'm saying. Don't be intimidated by MS. Because if you're intimidated at the first step of MS, it already won. Everything MS does is going to be scary. Everything. If you don't fear MS from jump, I understand like I said, the first couple of years you will fear it. I understand that. It's just the fear of not knowing. But now you have this long list of years of what MS can and will do to you. So there's nothing to fear. You can get things to help you defeat those. Even if, like myself, at the time, I had no money. And I was broke. And I was poor. And I was taking care of my son. And I was worried about my wife and all this other stuff. I had to think about those things also, and MS. I understand. And I didn't tell them. So, I've been there. It can be done. But once again, you choose if you want it to be done.